Hello, dear viewers. You are welcome to First 11. You are welcome to today's review of the league game that was held on Tuesday and Wednesday. So, today with me is Coach Johnny. Coach Johnny will be here with me to review all the games that were played yesterday and on Tuesday. So, Coach Johnny, we saw on Tuesday Baka demolishing Olympiacos by 6 goals to 1. Ferran Torres scored a hat trick. So, what do you have to say
That's
concerning that game?
yeah. It was for the Barcelona faithfuls. It was glorious, you would say, and that's Femin you meant to say because Ferran Torres, I
Fermin,
think, was
yes.
yeah, and it was his first hat trick as a footballer, as a professional footballer. I think for Barcelona fans, yeah, it was glorious, and of course the stadium was bliss. Yeah, that's a great one, 6-1. They needed that after the loss to Paris.
I saw the game and Barcelona dominated the game. But in that game, I never gave Barcelona that amount of chance based on what they've played in their previous game. But I think they are beginning to click now, little by little. And we all know that on Saturday they'll be playing with Real Madrid in the El Clasico. So against Olympiacos, Barcelona, they did well. So what do you have to say concerning the entire game? I just wanted to give
Yeah,
a brief analysis.
Yeah, yeah. For me, for watching Barcelona, if you look at the Barcelona, of course, this is not the Barcelona we saw last season. They've not been so fantastic. They've not started so well. But there's nothing for Barcelona fans. There's nothing to worry about. There's no need to panic because they've been affected by injuries. Lamine Yamal, though great, though okay, has not really clicked. That excellent form he was towards the end of last season. He hasn't really. So I think you can't blame them because you're looking at the team. The coach even has issues even at the forefront. Doesn't know who to. It's not like doesn't know. Still trying to get his right flexes with Ferran Torres starting, with Lewandowski starting, with Marcus Rashford, Rafinha. So he doesn't know who's going to be on the left. Danny Olmo comes in today, and then tomorrow is Femin. Injury is not helping as well. And then Rooney as well, the youngster. So I think there's a whole lot. Give this team some time. Let's say probably towards the end of the year, when they get to play more together, I think that's when we can really start looking at this team. But for them to still pull up results like this, even with all of these challenges, that's what makes a great team. So I think there's nothing to worry about. If I was a Barcelona fan, which I am, there's nothing to worry about. Just give them some time. Yeah, Olympiacos. If you watch after the first goal, I think they took control of the game. They had some good chances. Barcelona wearing that, especially at the back. They had loose passes from Chesney, Kubasi. There were lots of loose passes. If their opponent had taken their chances, I'm sure it would have been a different story by now. But then that's football. If you don't score, so long as you don't score, it gives your opponent the strength to go on. And the moment Barcelona had the second goal, I think it was over.
Okay, but don't forget that Olympiacos they played with one man less in the early
Oh
part,
yes,
starting from first half. Yes, don't you think
oh
that
yes,
may have helped
affected.
Barcelona?
Of
Because
course, of
yes,
course,
I think that
of course.
affected Olympiacos' performance because prior to the red card, prior to the red card given to the Olympiacos player, the game was still
Yeah,
a bit balanced.
yeah, it was. Olympiacos were getting chances. From the very first minute, from 2 minutes, I think that was when and they had that loose ball, and then the guy fired a shot at Chesney. From the very minute, Barcelona weren't so brilliant, and that's what I've just said. For you to pull up a result like this when you are not even at your best, that's what makes you a great team. That's it. For you to still pull up a result like this, to still win 6-1, to not just creep through with a 2-1 victory or a 1-0 victory, but to still get to score six, it shows there is something good about this side. And when they click, it's going to be a problem for their opponents. Marcus Rashford is firing as well.
I was about to ask you what you think about Marcus Rashford's performance so far in the
He's
Barcelona.
gotten four. He's gotten 4 goals in the Champions League already. He's doing really well. I think if you watch him on the field, you just see he's relaxed. He's relaxed. There's no pressure. He's not feeling like he has to do it, and it's good when you're playing in a team where everything is not just on you. It's not like, oh, you have to, you have to, you have to, you have. The pressure is not there. So come on, there are lots of stars in the team. So he has to share. Everyone is taking responsibilities. So he's just relaxed, playing his game, and the injuries has helped as well. Injury to Ferran Torres, injuries to like Rafinha. It has helped him really secure his place. I'm not saying he's going to be a starter when those guys are back, but at least it just gives you that option. This guy can deliver.
Okay, thank you. Then in another game, we saw Osimhen yesterday
Oh,
demolishing
oh,
Bodo Glimpse. Galatasaray played against Bodo Glimt yesterday, and
Peter,
Osimhen scored.
sorry for cutting
He
you.
scored.
Sorry for cutting you. I'm just going to ask you one question. Give me your top five strikers, number nine in the world right now.
My top five strikers, number nine in the world right now. I would say I have um, I have top five, right? I have
Yeah.
number one, Haaland. Haaland is
All
there.
right.
Haaland, Ekitike, Osime, uh,
Hurricane.
Hurricane. Yes, Hurricane should be among definitely Hurricane. I can't put Isak there because he's currently not in form.
Yeah,
Uh,
not.
who should be the fifth person now? Who should be the fifth person? Uh,
I think
Mpapi,
the reason
Mpapi,
Mbappe is
Mpapi.
there. So I asked that question because of Victor, of course. Come on, if we want to say a proper number nine now, come on. Did you see? Of course, he won the man of the match, and I'm very sure he should be in the Champions League team of the week, no doubt. No one's taking that from him. He's pressing alone. He's pressing
He's
alone.
pressing,
Sometimes I'm
he's
wondering,
pressing.
it, oh my God, he gives his all, 100%. The guy is just so good. It's quite unfortunate the Super Eagles of Nigeria have found themselves in this position, but you shouldn't have a striker like Victor Osimhen and be struggling and thinking about going to the World Cup or not.
Yes, he did well. He scored two goals, and he made an assist for the third goal. So he did well, but there was one chance he had one on one with the goalkeeper in the first half, and he missed that. If he had scored that goal, I think he would have gotten a hat trick in
The
that game.
match ball.
So yes. So Victor Osimhen won the man of the match yesterday. He played well. His pressing was fantastic. He did well in the entire period while he was in the game. Then we also saw the game against Liverpool versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Liverpool defeated Eintracht Frankfurt 5-1. This game went beyond my expectation. I wasn't expecting Liverpool to defeat Frankfurt by 5 goals to 1, judging by the way they played against Manchester United over the
Manchester
weekend.
United.
They lost to Manchester United by 2 goals to 1. So defeating Eintracht Frankfurt, who has been good in this Champions League so far, because Eintracht Frankfurt in the first day one they defeated Osimhen's club Galatasaray by 5 goals to 1. So seeing Liverpool defeating Eintracht Frankfurt right here in Germany was a little bit of a surprise for me. Yes, I expected Liverpool to win, but not by 5 goals to 1. So it appears that the Liverpool team, they are recovering from their lackluster performance against Manchester United. Also, they didn't do well in their previous game before the Manchester United game. So I think that Ernst Lutz is beginning to realize his mistakes, because if you observe, he has been using Isak, and before Isak came in, Ekitike came into the team, and immediately he just flowed along with the team and he was playing well, scoring goals. But suddenly, the coach and Slow started benching Ekitike and using Isak instead. And Isak has been in the game. He hasn't scored. He has not made any assist. His game has been lackluster. I'm sure this is probably due to his lack of preseason
Preseason.
training. But we all know the issue he had during his transfer saga. So I think that Iron Slot should keep more faith with Ekitike while they allow Isak to adjust to the team. Then we also saw the game between Chelsea and Ajax. Chelsea demolished Ajax by 5 goals to 1 yesterday. Also, they defeated Ajax by 5 goals to 1. It was a total dominance by Chelsea, and I think that Ajax they played with one man less. That may have also helped the scoreline of this game. So Chelsea they defeated Ajax by 5 goals to 1, and in the early part of the game, Ajax had a man sent off. And in that game, Ajax they also had a 40-year-old plus goalkeeper. So I think those little issues by Ajax might have contributed to the massive scoreline. Then we also saw Real Madrid. Real Madrid they defeated Juventus yesterday by a lone goal. And if Vlahovic, if he had scored that 1-1 a chance he had with Courtois, I think the game would have ended in
Yeah,
a
differently.
one all score line. So the game ended 1-0 in favor of Real Madrid. Real Madrid dominated the game. Then we also saw Sporting Lisbon defeating Marseille by 2 goals to 1. Then we also had Bayern Munich demolishing Club Brugge. Bayern Munich defeated Club Brugge by 4 goals to 0. Then Sparta Prague played nil-nil draw with Atlanta. Atlanta, they've been a bit lackluster in this Champions League. They were playing at home to Slavia Prague. That game, everyone expected Atlanta to overrun Slavia Prague, but the game the game went the other way. It ended in a nil-nil scoreline. Then on Tuesday, before yesterday, we saw some few games on Tuesday. We had Arsenal taking on Atletico Madrid. First half, it was nil-nil
Arsenal.
in that game. Yes. You want to say something about that game?
No,
Arsenal,
no,
Atletico Madrid. First half, it
no.
was nil-nil. All hope appeared lost in that game in the second half. But in the second half, Arsenal, they turned the game around in the second half. We also watched Arsenal, what they did in that game, utilizing all the set pieces. And before you know it, it was 4-0. So with Arsenal, if you try to park the bus, we will score you. If you come out, we're also going to punish you. So what do you have to say against, concerning the game? Arsenal against Atletico Madrid.
Before the
Arsenal won the
match,
game
I had
by 4 goals to
before
nil.
the Before the match, I had loads of people posting on social media around football, around football. They were going to say it was a battle of around football. You think you can park the bus? We can park the bus better. Everybody knows Arsenal is one side that is difficult to get a goal against. They haven't lost to a big team in how many years now? How many seasons going? A very good defensive side. That's one reason every Arsenal fans believe they can always win any title, win the Premier League, win the Champions League because of their defense. So going to play an Atletico Madrid side who boasts of a good defense as well. I think everybody was expecting it to be a training match with around football, around football. That was the whole talk. But then first half, yes, it was around. But then second half, Arsenal showed them, yes, we can defend, but then we got something in the attack that's way better than you. We are still an attacking side. And then it was just glorious. 4 goals against Atletico Madrid. It's
Four
not
goals
something you get
against
on a normal day.
Atletico Madrid. Yes,
No, it's not
I
something you get.
actually sincerely I never expected us to defeat Atletico Madrid by 4 goals to nil. But in the second half, everything just changed and we defeated Atletico by 4 goals to nil. Then we also saw the big one, the Champions League champions, PSG,
PSG.
demolishing Bayern Leverkusen by 7 goals to 2. What do you have to say about the scoreline?
It's it's nothing to write home about from Bayern Leverkusen side, but they are not going to be shy. That's PSG playing you. That's PSG playing you. Yeah,
No,
there's nothing to be ashamed of.
it's not about being PSG. I think that Bayern Leverkusen, they've gone through a lot the past few months.
Since Alonso
They lost
left,
their coach Alonso. They lost their
Florian
Calis
Wirtz,
Florian Vex. They lost Victor Boniface. They lost
they lost the right back.
Frimpong. They lost Frimpong. So they've lost some of their first 11 players and their coach. And you know that they employed the former
Man,
Manchester United coach.
Eric Ten Hag,
Yes,
Eric
yes,
Eric Ten Hag.
Ten Hag. Yes, he was employed and then he was sacked just after playing just a few games. So I think that that may have had some toll on Bayern Leverkusen.
Leverkusen.
Don't you think? Because
Yeah,
considering 7 goals at home is quite embarrassing.
yes, it is embarrassing, but you are playing a PSG side. Dembele is on the field, and Doe is on the field. You've got these guys who are so good. These are the European champions, beaming with confidence.
Desai Due was just something else in that game. Yeah, yes, I think the 7 goals was embarrassing if you ask me because Bayern Leverkusen they were playing at home. Right there, the
Who,
PSG
who
defeated
is
them by 7 goals
with
to 2.
with due respect to every Leverkusen fan, who is Bayern Leverkusen?
No, 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 no. Bayern Leverkusen
That
they
was
got
because
to they got to the Europa.
Alonso
They
went in there because
don't forget
Alonso
that
went in
Bayern
there
Leverkusen
last season.
they got to the final of the Europa League two
Champions League
years ago.
2002,
No,
2002 against Bayern Munich.
Europa League final. They got to Europa League
Oh,
final against Atlanta two
that
years
was
ago.
that was everything Alonso brought into the team. Before Alonso came into the team, they were Bayern Leverkusen because they were never going to do anything. That's what they were mocked. That's what fans called them, Bayern Leverkusen. So Alonso is gone. The magic is disappeared. It's all gone. What are you expecting from them? And when people go to play them, people don't go to play a small team. People have it in mind, oh, I'm going to play Bayern Leverkusen, forgetting that what makes them or what made them that Bayern Leverkusen just few seasons ago is no longer there. So I wasn't expecting so much from them. Lose anyone on a bad day can lose 7, can concede 7 to PSG. Give it to PSG, they're a very good side. In the finals, Inter Milan prepared, ready, Italian team. How many did they concede? So I don't really think it should be so embarrassing for them. They lost to the champions.
All right. Then we also saw Manchester City defeating Villarreal by 2 goals to nil. Then Inter Milan defeating Union Saint Gilloise by 4 goals to nil. Then
Oh yeah.
another surprising game was the PSV handover against Napoli, Italian champions.
Yeah.
PS defeating Napoli by 6 goals to 2.
Ooh. That's what you should call embarrassment now. That's a tough.
I didn't see that coming because I was expecting a
Nobody
draw
saw
in
that
that
coming.
game. Yeah, I didn't see
Nobody
that
saw that
coming.
coming.
Six goes to two. 6 goals to 2. That is massive. Defeating
That,
Napoli, 6 goals to 2.
that's a huge one. That's the kind of result. That is the shocker. I don't think PSG versus Leverkusen is going to be more of a shocker. But then saying PSV defeating Napoli in that manner, yes, that's the shocker. That's what we weren't expecting at all. And then Man City as well. I'm very happy for Man City. I think I am one
They,
person who wants
they
to
are
see Man City
beginning
get
to
themselves. Yeah,
the Manchester City team. They are beginning to click.
yes,
They are
yes.
beginning to gel.
I'm one person who wants to see them click, who wants to see them come from nowhere because most people have written them off. Oh, I want to see Pep. I want to see Pep at least just for one more season before he leaves. I want to see him do something great again.
Then we also saw Mourinho coming back to England to collect water against Newcastle. Newcastle
Newcastle.
defeated them by 3 goals to 0. And from what I read, Mourinho he has never won a game in Newcastle
Newcastle.
at St James's Park. Yes, he was beaten
Really?
uh, 3 goals to 0. Yes, he was beaten 3 goals to 0. Newcastle defeated Benfica by 3 goals to 0 on Tuesday. So Mourinho went home empty-handed. I'm scared for Mourinho. He might get sacked once again. What do you think
Uh,
about that?
how are they doing in their league?
Ah, in the Champions League, they are not doing very well in the Champions League. In the Champions
Yeah,
League, let me see their position in the Champions League. I think they have 0 points, if I'm not
yeah, because I
mistaken.
know they lost. They lost. I don't expect. I don't think anyone is
In the
going to sack
Champions, they
Mourinho.
lost their previous game. In the Champions League, I think they have 0 points. Let me
The lead
confirm.
position in Portugal.
Yes, their position. In the Champions League, I think they have 0 points.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is going to probably pull the plug on Mourinho because of the Champions League. What were you expecting from Benfica? Were you expecting them to win the Champions League? Were you expecting them to get to
No,
the semi-final?
no, nobody expect Benfica to win the Champions League, but at least the minimum you're expected to qualify for the second round,
Yeah, you are. But then when you are playing, who have they played against? They played against the Newcastle side, and to be
not to be losing to Newcastle.
come on, Newcastle, put some respect on the name, Newcastle.
Benfica, they are sitting on the 35th position. Yeah, 0 points. They have 0 points. They have 0 points. Yes, from the table. Yes, they are just 35th, just a little bit above Ajax. Ajax is in 36th position. Olympiacos
Uh,
1, Karatamati 1 point, Benfica 0, Ajax 0. Then the top we have PSG topping 9 points, Bayern 9, Inter 9, Arsenal 9, Real Madrid 9, then Borussia Dortmund 7. Then the top 8 teams we have Newcastle and Manchester City and Dortmund. They are the one in the automatic qualification spots right now.
there's still a long way to go, I think. There's still a long way to go. Let's not forget what happened last season. PSG qualified on the last day and then went on to win the Champions League. Real Madrid as well qualified on the last day. So there's still a long way to go, and still probably about
Yeah,
five
but
matches.
yeah, it's dangerous when you qualify through the it, it can be very dangerous when you qualify through the playoffs. Do you know that PSG they were very lucky because they went through the playoff? If Liverpool had defeated them via that 5-5 penalty they played, you know that they wouldn't have gotten to the final. So it's just better to go through this automatic qualification route. It's more easier, you know.
But
It's
but
more easier
then you are
than going
Benfica.
through the
But then you are
playoffs.
Benfica. But then you are Benfica.
Yes, you have Benfica. You have Benfica. I expect Benfica to qualify, not through playoffs, not through the automatic
Okay.
qualification round. Yes, I expect Benfica to qualify through via playoffs. Yes, but seeing them sitting at the bottom of the table is quite embarrassing. 'Cause Benfica is one
Yeah.
of the top three clubs in Portuguese league. You know,
Yeah.
they're one of the top
Yeah.
three clubs in this league. You have FC Porto, you have Sporting Lisbon, then you have Benfica.
Benfica.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they're one of the top teams in the Portuguese league. Oh, do you have anything to say?
Oh yeah. It's not time for anyone to press the panic button yet. There's still a whole lot to be won, lots of matches to be played, and points to be won. I think anyone can still qualify. So if you're a Benfica fan, don't put a plug on Mourinho yet. If you're a Liverpool fan, if you are who's topping the table now, PSG, they should remember that Liverpool topped that table last season and ended up leaving in the first round. So that's the
Yeah,
Champions League for you. We're just getting started.
you're right. You're right. So thank you, Coach Johnny. Thank you for contributing to this
It's a classical
episode.
weekend, bro.
Classico
It's a
weekend. So,
classical
dear
weekend, bro.
viewers, stay tuned for the preview of the Clasico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Who will be playing at home?
I think it's Madrid.
Madrid. Madrid will be
Yeah,
playing at
yeah, they're
Bernabeu
playing at the
against
Bernabeu. Yeah,
Barcelona. So, dear
yeah.
viewers, please look forward to the preview of Barcelona versus Real Madrid Clasico coming up this weekend. So, we'll be training up the review by Friday.
Where is
So,
Kenny? Where is
please
Kenny? I want to
stay
be in the
tuned.
studio with
Stay
Kenny.
tuned.
I haven't seen Kenny since
Kenny is trying to get in, but I don't know. I think he's having network issue. He will be here for the
oh
Air Classic.
El
Yes,
Clasico.
he's
Yes,
having
I was.
network issue. Trying to come in, and I think he's having network problem. So he will be here tomorrow, hopefully. Yes.
All
So, dear
right.
viewers, we thank you for staying tuned to our YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, comment, and share all our posts.